Good morning, guys. I hope you all are having a good morning. Let's look at the live chat reminder. Hey, Verbal, Lisa, Cheryl, Mandy Hall, Austin James, welcome. Sapphire, welcome. I think I forgot to say hi to you the other day. I was talking and I had it in my head to say hi. So my apologies. Mandy, Leather and Lace, Beach Bum, Debbie. Good morning, everyone. Did I miss anyone? If I missed anyone, my apologies. My brain's going at 100 miles an hour, as usual. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Hey, Saz. Thanks for the reminder, Lisa. Karen, Duffy, if you're listening, I'm paging you because I'm worried about you. I haven't seen you in the chat. Lisa's also worried. We know you've not been feeling good lately. Mandy, I just love your cat. Like, I have to say it every time I see your picture. So before we get started on our topics, channel members, we have some new emojis. I changed a couple of our old ones. So we have a paw print. We have a rooster. It's like a watercolor painting. What else did I change? Oh, and we have a cute goat in a sweater. Crap, we can't see the goat that good. I was going to do a picture of my goat, Annabelle, for one of the emojis, but I didn't have a picture on my computer downloaded. Oh, goodness. Here comes Mark back, and he just left. Goodness gracious. So I hope Lady don't start barking. Lady, quit. He must have forgotten something. Okay. So yesterday evening, my Wi-Fi was out. It was out all night until I don't remember what time it came back on, but it was out all night. So I couldn't come on. I was going to do a member stream, but I couldn't. So I didn't learn till this morning that they had found Marilane Carter's vehicle inside of a shipping container, and they found a body inside. And of course, they haven't, as far as I understand, they've not positively identified it as being Marilyn Carter, but more than likely, it is. Hey, TC, good morning. We got a lot to talk about this morning. We got a video of this scumbag naked trying to knock on a 7-year-old's window, caught on one of those, what's it called? The ring bell. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Of course, it's down in Florida. Of course. It's not that I have anything against Florida. It's just a lot of these cases do come out of Florida. Yeah, we got a lot of sickness going on this morning, but we do got one good story about a dog who saved a baby. Now, do y'all want me to do the good story first or save it for last? I need to get my stuff pulled up here. Hey, Misty, good morning. If my audio is not sounding good, please let me know. I think yesterday I had too many windows open. That may have been the problem. Oh gosh, I read that. Wow, it looked like she drove right in that. Yeah. Well, her family had been searching in that area where her cell phone last pinged, and the rest of the family went home, but an uncle stayed behind. And he saw some shipping containers sitting over there in the field, and he's like, I'm going to go check it out. And sure enough, there was her vehicle in there and a body inside. Her purse, her credit cards, her cell phone was still in the vehicle. And this is on a private property. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. You want to hear the good news first, TC? Okay. Then we'll talk about Maryland a little bit more. Let me get to my articles here. Let me Let's see. Every time now that I'm going to Discord, I am losing my StreamYards and I can't get back to it. So I'm going to use Microsoft. See, it's not letting me get back to it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let me try to go to the side because I wanted y'all to see this dog's picture. Let me go down to my Discord here. I'm going to try it one more time. Maybe I can get back to it. It wasn't doing this the other day. It's like I go to my Discord room to get my links and articles, and then I can't find my StreamYards tab again. Oh, there's the little kitty. Okay. Let me see. There it is. There's my Discord or my StreamYards. I don't know. I'm still getting used to this laptop. Okay. Hopefully it shares this with you guys. Let me remove some of these damn ads. Jesus. So there was a dog that was adopted from a shelter in Portland, Connecticut. His name is Duke. He was just, it says he was miserable from living in the shelter, but he gradually blossomed into a perfect companion for the family that adopted him. Broussard, is that how you say their name? The Broussard family? Well, the Broussard family recently had a new baby girl, a newborn baby. And Duke here came one night and he was getting their attention and he was just, cutting a fit. He wanted them to go into the baby's room. Once they went into the baby's room and checked on her, she was not breathing. So she was rushed to the hospital and she is doing fine, but he saved her life. Let's see if it says why she quit breathing. I don't think it did. It was early when I read this crap. Scroll. Da, 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 Read full story. Newsbreak always makes you push that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it says 9-week-old Harper was her name's room, anxiously pointed towards the baby who wasn't breathing at all. So they rushed her to the hospital, and she's doing all right, it says, but it don't say. There's a picture of Duke and the mom and the baby. Way to go, Duke. You're a real hero. That's what a real hero is. Okay. Let me get out of this. Get some of my windows closed. Can y'all believe that? Okay, let me get over here. Okay. I'm finally finding my way around this laptop. Yes. I'm going to try from now on, guys, to find one good story to tell you guys every live stream. Probably animal related. My dog's alert about my sick cat. Wow, it's just amazing. And this dog's not even trained. He's not even a service dog. He'd been living in a shelter forever until the Broussard family adopted. Hey, Red Rum, good morning. Yeah, I think we talk about so much true crime that it's good at least to talk about one good story that has a happy ending. I'm going to try to make that a habit. I think that's a good idea. So now we're going to talk about Marilyn Carter. And I'm not going to go through the trouble of going and pulling up the article and screen sharing it. We all know what she looks like, but I would like to read the article to you guys. Gorgeous pastor's wife found dead in her SUV in an empty storage container on private property. Now, there is a little clip down here of the sheriff talking. Well, there was. And I was going to play it for you guys. I think I've got it in my Discord. But yeah, her uncle found her. The sheriff said that he thinks that she died from her own hands, like she committed suicide. Now, she was traveling to Alabama to seek help for not being able to sleep. Her mental health wasn't good. But I watched a video of her husband when she was missing, and to me, he acted weird. He was kind of smiling while he was talking. Maybe that's just how he acts when he's nervous. You know, people act differently. Um, he may not have anything to do with it. She may have took her own life. That's what it's looking like right now. That sheriff is a jerk, just saying this also makes about 0 cents. Well, Red Rum, I thought it was strange when he said, whatever happened to her, it happened at her own hands. And I was like, wow, really? I had that little clip of him talking. I look at so much. See, I don't remember if I saw it in this article or another one. It must have been the other one. Let me click up here. It said they were going to have to positively identify her. I'm just wondering if there were any hoses like running from her exhaust into her window or what happened. You don't just drive in a shipping container and just die. Also, multiple accounts from searchers that containers were closed days before Uncle found her and it was open, he said. Yeah. It said all the other family members went on home and the uncle stayed there searching and just saw those containers sitting in a field as he drove by and decided to go over there and look. Do you know us in the true crime community? We're always suspicious. I think this is the video or article I read this morning. Let's see. Let's see if this video plays.
Now to the search for a missing Kansas mother who disappeared on a drive through Memphis more than a week ago. Tonight, a new search effort is starting to take shape online. WMC Action News 5's Janice Broach joins us live.
Well, that's old.
The latest on this developing story. Janice?
That's an old one. Let's see what this one does.
Driving towards Memphis before she disappeared. This as more family members are now joining the search across the Mid-South.
Oh, that's the old videos. I don't know what I did with that sheriff's video, but yeah, he came out and said that she committed suicide. No, they don't know that yet. They're going to have to investigate further. Unless, they withheld details like maybe she ran a hose from her exhaust into her car, like photos did. That's possible. You would think if that was the case, they would come out and say that. I don't know. Something's just, I don't know. It's weird about it. I figured that she took off, was having some mental health issues, and took off and just decided she didn't want to be married anymore. I think her mental health was a lot worse than what her family realized, and probably what she probably withheld a lot from them and didn't share it. She was suffering from insomnia and kept getting lost and confused. I think it was so chronic that she was delirious and hallucinating and blacked out, maybe got trapped. That's a good possibility. I was thinking that the other day, Carolina girl, when we were discussing it on the live stream. Her having insomnia when you don't sleep, yeah, it can make you confused, hallucinate. You're just not right in your right mind. So sad. I'm praying for her family and her little children. How many kids did she have, guys? Three? The husband looks weird to me. Yeah, he looked. I caught a clip of him talking to a news reporter. Looked like he was standing in a parking lot. And he kind of had like this smile, smirk on his face. And I was like, God, that's suspicious. And then I thought about Shane Carey in the Heidi Broussard case. Remember how everyone thought her fiance did something to her and he was totally innocent? But he did, I mean, he did kind of act guilty. Hey, Chris Cox, welcome. I mean, people under pressure and stress, they handle stuff differently. I guess you shouldn't judge them by an interview, but it's hard not to. We're human beings. And like I said, as people in the true crime community, we're suspicious of everything. Like, suspicious is my favorite word because I know I'm suspicious of everything. I just hope they do a good investigation, a thorough investigation, um, before they decide that she committed suicide. They need to investigate. I mean, this lady's been missing since what? I had it wrote down early August. She's been missing for about 2 weeks. August 1st, she left at 8:15. And see, I thought that was strange, guys. I thought it was strange that she left for her trip at 8:15 at night. A woman driving alone, nobody with her, and she leaves at 8:15 at night. Most people get up early in the mornings and leave 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I know that's how we do it, but I guess everybody's different. Hey, Maggie. I love the name Maggie. Okay, so I thought I read, Maggie, that she was familiar with that drive. So if she was familiar with that drive, she may have knew those shipping containers were over there. That's a possibility. And this is on privately owned property. What's weird is that her husband let her go. Yeah, she was supposed to fly to Alabama, but she changed her mind all of a sudden and wanted to drive. She had come into a lump sum of money. I've thought about this, guys. What if she was talking to someone on the phone? Maybe she was upset, like her husband, and he's like, just stay right where you are, and I'll come and meet you. And then took her and done something to her. That's a possibility. I heard it was a gunshot wound to her head. Really? I was thinking when they said they found her in the shipping container, it's probably suicide. I was thinking it was probably carbon monoxide. Maybe she pulled in there out of sight to commit suicide like that. I'm eager to find out the details. Yes, Maggie, they said that she had drove that route before, and she bought the plane ticket the same day she left. Carolina girl, if I'm not mistaken, seems like her sister, I believe it was her sister, said that she had talked to her on the phone. Marilyn had planned to fly out. Marilyn went and took a nap, and when she woke up, she had totally changed her mind and wanted to drive. And when I heard that or read that, I was like, wow, she's not thinking straight. I mean, I really thought that she was probably safe and just wanted to leave her husband and use this as an opportunity to get away. Like I was telling my hubby this morning because I was discussing this case, just because he's a pastor don't mean he was good to her. Now, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I hope and pray he's not involved. It just makes it worse, especially when there's kids involved and one parent kills the other, you know. It's just heartbreaking. She was such a beautiful, beautiful young lady. Got kids. So sad. I'm trying to scroll my Discord crime here. See what else we got. Oh, I come across a story on Crime Online that happened not far from me. I saw it yesterday and I didn't click on it. We'll get to it in a minute. I want to see what else y'all are saying. Let me get back on my live chat here. You all remember the newlywed who killed his wife after taking cold meds, said he woke up and she was dead? He was a pastor. I do remember something like that, Red Rum. I do, but I don't remember the details, but I know what you're talking about. I say she didn't do it. I talked someone out of suicide once. I'm no expert, but I call BS. Maybe she was afraid to fly, but desperate for help. Insomnia can cause mania. And you know, y'all have heard me say, I experience mania. When I experience mania, I don't know if I'm coming or going. I can't even hardly concentrate enough to light a cigarette. I'll put things, places when I'm like it, and I have no memory of it. Now, do I ever think about anything violent while I'm like that? No. It's just my thoughts are real jumbled and just not capable of doing anything when I'm like that. Now, when I used to have mania, when I was suffering from deep depression, I would have suicidal thoughts. Now, when I suffer mania, I don't have suicidal thoughts. I heard Marilane had a fiance. Hey, Shay Shay, I heard something about her. She had a fiance, supposed to got married, didn't marry him, and went and married this pastor guy, Matthew Phelps. I'm going to write that down. You guys, yesterday, y'all told me about a channel to check out. And what was so strange, I didn't know it. I didn't recognize that name y'all were telling me. The Hyatt guy, I think it's Peter. But I had subscribed to him yesterday morning before my live stream. But yeah, I'm going to watch his videos on Madeline. What is also interesting is that she recently converted to Catholic and her husband was a Baptist preacher. Could just be another cause of stress causing insomnia. Well, I'm telling you, if she was experiencing mania and she wasn't sleeping and probably deeply depressed, she just wasn't thinking right. She could have got it in her head that she wanted to be a Catholic and converted. I'm keeping an open mind until I have more facts. Me too. Me too. I'm just not going to assume just because the sheriff said that she, whatever happened to her by her own hands. No, I want them to investigate this thoroughly. I have take 2 meds for bipolar disorder. What a difference. Yeah. Um, I don't take anything for my mania and stuff anymore. They gave me Ritalin because I'm ADHD and stuff, and it made me too calm. Way too calm. You could cuss me out, I wouldn't say nothing right up in my face. Mark's like, it makes you a different person. Yeah, I didn't like it. It was like a zombie. I'd sit down, fall asleep. But I'm going to go back to the doctor and get me some medicine for, my depression and stuff. That's a big jump from Baptist to Catholic. Yes, it is. It is. Let me see what Cheryl said. I missed it. Oh my God, I graduated with a Matthew Phelps that became a pastor and moved away. I'll have to check. Oh my gosh, that might be the same one, Cheryl. How old was this guy, Red Rum? Baptists and Catholics hate each other, as far as I understand. I have a one person relationship with God. I was raised in a Baptist church. My papa was a Baptist. I don't ever remember hearing about anything, them talking about Catholics or anything. I refuse to take any medicine in today's world. Yeah, I prefer the natural medicine. Cannabis. That's what I prefer for pain and nerves. That's just me. I think it's better than taking some man made pill. My husband knows when I don't take my ADHD meds. He's like, uh, did you take your meds? Yeah. I've seen people say they take, ADHD meds, and I'm like, if you're taking meds for that, then why are you all jacked up? That's what I think because I know how it does me. That's the way it's supposed to do. It's supposed to calm you down. It's not supposed to jack you up. But a lot of people abuse Ritalin and Adderall. They call it a poor man's cocaine. I was raised Southern Baptist and my husband is Catholic. We both are more non denominational now, though. That's the way I am. I'm non denominational. I believe the way I believe. I like the Pentecostal churches. I like the way they sing and stuff. Hey, Kelly. Leather and laces follow the money. Usually the answer, yeah. Did anyone hear the voicemail another channel put out? I think it was from July. She sounded off then. If you don't get sleep and you got insomnia, it'll make you like you've been on drugs. Like Carolina Girl said earlier in the chat, just make you delirious, just not in your right mind. You can't think straight. There are a lot of jokes between Baptists and Catholics, but at the end of the day, both Christians. But the timing of it all is odd. It's very odd, and I wonder what her husband's a Baptist. Wonder what her Baptist preacher husband thought about her converting to be a Catholic. There must have been trouble in paradise, some trouble in their marriage. He must not have known his wife very well. Couldn't he tell that there was something very off with her and she shouldn't be traveling alone? He should have never freaking let her drive. What the F was he thinking? I don't know. I just felt his interview very weird. Now, I could be wrong. Could just be because he was stressed out. I don't know. There's something off there. I mean, she could have committed suicide, but there's something off about their marriage. I don't think it was as happy as what everyone thought. Of course, they got an image they can't let get tarnished. And him being a preacher, so probably no one knew that they were having problems. What other kind of notes do I have here? Oh, I forgot to give y'all the update on Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic, he watched the press conference um, that Don Lewis's family did, and he wants to turn over everything he has on Carol Baskin to authorities so they can investigate her properly for the disappearance of her husband. And I totally forgot to tell y'all about it. Okay, so let's get to my other topic. I'm going to completely forget. Michael Jordan's dad was killed. I had no idea. Michael Jordan, NBA star, Michael Jordan's dad was killed. Let me see. I think it was in Lumber. Let me see. I got my notes here. His name's James Jordan. He was killed in Lumberton, North Carolina on July 23rd, 1993. He was on his way home from a funeral. He decided to stop and take a nap on the side of Highway 74 south of Lumberton. Um, and Larry, Demary, and Daniel Green approached him and killed him. Now, they got life in prison, but the Larry Demary guy claims that he just helped dispose of the body. They went and dumped his body in a swamp. And he is going to be paroled on August the 6th, 2023. Now, they were both charged with first-degree murder. And the Daniel Green, he's not getting out anytime soon because he's actually the one that pulled the trigger. The other guy claims he didn't have any type of weapon and that he didn't know that Daniel Green was going to shoot James Jordan. That happened when you was 17? Yes, I didn't know Michael Jordan's dad was murdered. I had no idea until this morning. Of course, I got on my crime news first thing because my internet had been out all night, and I saw that, and I was like, how sad. I don't know who's more obsessed with themselves, Joe or Carol. I know, right, Red Rum? Well, I was just wondering if Michael Jordan got to speak at the parole hearing. This guy had been up for parole before and had been denied. Now, they were young when this happened. They were like 18, 19 years old when this happened. There was a star that was, I'm trying to think of his name. Is it Marvin Gaye? Is that how you say his name? He was shot and murdered by his own dad. I'm going to have to look it up. It's driving me crazy. He's a good looking man. Marvin Gaye, yeah. He was killed by his own father, shot. He was living with his dad. I watched the documentary. One of his nicknames was Prince of Motown and Prince of Soul. Yeah, he was murdered too. I didn't know that till a while back. Let me see if I can pull these guys' pictures up. If I can, I'll share it with you guys. Try to get into my Discord again. Oh, I've already got one open. I've already got it open. How did I not know Michael Jordan's dad had been shot? Bless his heart. And they claimed they didn't know that it was Michael Jordan's dad. Okay, let me get over to my screen share. Still learning this laptop, guys. I'm going to order me a snowball mic, I think. Okay. Killer of NBA star Michael Jordan's father approved for parole in 2023. Okay. So he's scheduled to be released from prison on August 6, 2023 through a vocational and scholastic program called the Mutual Agreement Parole Program. Prosecutors argued at their 1996 trials that Demary and Green, both 18 at the time, shot James Jordan as he napped in his car on July 23, 1993, and that Jordan's death was a random act at the end of a month-long crime spree. They did not know he was Michael Jordan's father. Now, Green has long insisted on his innocence and wants a new trial. A judge rejected his latest request last year. In Demary's testimony, Green shot Jordan, and he was 56 at the time he was killed, and he helped his friend dump his body in a South Carolina swamp. I bet Carolina girl knows about this. Larry DeMary was not armed, did not point a weapon, and did not shoot Mr. Jordan or shoot at Mr. Jordan, his attorney Hugh Rogers told jurors at the time. After Green shot Mr. Jordan, Larry asked him, What did you shoot him for? Green says DeMary killed Jordan and asked him to help dispose of the body, and that he wasn't even present even when the shooting took place. Now, they allegedly shot Mr. Jordan because they wanted his car. Um, okay, Green's attorney, Christine Mama, said she believes prosecutors gave DeMary a deal to testify against Green at the trial. I have no doubt that his testimony was false, that Daniel Green was not the shooter in the case. So this is a he said case. I was going to say he said, she said case, but it's two guys. You know what I mean? They're both blaming each other for it. So I don't know if they'll ever know the truth of who really pulled the trigger, but they're letting this Demiri guy out. So Demiri has been denied parole and was denied parole 2 times. And he had to maintain good behavior. Oh, he's got to maintain good behavior between now and his release date. If he doesn't, he can't get out. And Green is eligible for parole in October 2021. So, next fall. I didn't know anything about the Jordan story before today's news. Oh, really, Carolina girl? I figured you knew because, you're from the Carolinas. I don't know if you're from North Carolina or South. I just know Carolinas. I didn't know anything about it either. I'm not sure that they should be releasing either one of these guys. I know they were like 18 years old when it happened. But hell, you don't know who the real shooter really was. I know people change from the time they're 18 till, they get in their 30s and stuff, but still, they took this man's life. He had been to a funeral, he'd been driving, he's tired, he pulls over and takes a nap, and they come up and kill him, dump him in the swamp, and take his damn car, and probably took his money and stuff too. They did. They had been on like a month-long crime spree. No, they should not be paroled at all. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I figured I had some people that were Michael Jordan fans and knew about this. Okay. I'm trying to get back in my Discord. It's not wanting to open up. We're going to look at this scumbag. This is what the sheriff calls him. This scumbag who was trying to break into this little girl's window. He was naked, y'all. He got caught on camera. If we can play the video, we'll play it. And the family knew this guy. He's a nudist, he said. I just think that's like the weirdest thing ever was to want to walk around naked in front of everyone. Oops, I pulled something else up. Florida man facing charges after police say he spent several days knocking on a 7-year-old girl's window while completely naked. Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office announced on Tuesday the arrest of Eric Strait, age 50. According to the arrest report, Strait, who was a neighbor of the victim and a friend of her father, was spotted on security footage on August 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. While on his neighbor's property, Strait attempted to talk to the little girl while standing at her window. On August 14th, he knocked on the girl's window at least 3 times. The family installed a security camera on August 9th after the child's mother spotted a silhouette of a man by her daughter's window. It is unclear whether there were previous instances of Strait sneaking onto the property before the camera was installed. Sheriff Bob Johnson, who called Strait a scumbag, said the suspect also tried to take the screen off of the child's window. Yeah, because he wanted in there to rape that child. That's why. Why else would he do that? He was persistent in it too. He kept trying and trying. Strait claimed that he was a professional nudist, but Johnson said that he be nude all he wants inside his home, but not in a subdivision. Oh, the sheriff said he can be nude all he wants inside of his own home, but not in a subdivision. Uh-uh. The owners of the property and parents of the victim has specifically told him in the past he is not permitted on their property nude. Strait acknowledged their statement and said he understood. He has been charged with aggravated stalking and trespassing. He was released on a bond, like a $27,000 bond, $27,500. Let's see if he'll play this video. Look at that sicko. There he is. What's he doing? I thought that was a brick wall he first knocked on. Uh-uh. There he was, naked as a jaybird. See what the sheriff says. Can you believe this? You're not even safe in your own home. What in the world? Oh, this video's playing. It was playing that video of the fish. I was like, what in the world? Where's the volume? Okay, let me go back. I totally get that. That's right, Sheriff. Because it's a sick mofo. I hope it's picking up the audio. Y'all can't hear the audio? Okay, hold on. Okay, we're going to listen to this sheriff. Oh, no. Can y'all hear now? I can't hear the audio. I can't tell if y'all can hear it or not. Can y'all hear now? Okay. Now I hear myself. After police say I don't know. It's not showing. I don't know if y'all can hear or not. But, anyways, the sheriff calls him a scumbag. The sheriff is very passionate about it. He speaks very passionate about it. Just disgusts him. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't sharing the audio. I had it shared. Man, it is so frustrating learning how this laptop works. It really is. It gets on my nerves so bad. I'm gonna have to take Chrome completely off this because it worked a lot better before. So y'all can't hear me talking either. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. That scumbag. Let's see what else we got happening this morning. Hey Juju. Hey knitting. Got your notification late? Yeah. YouTube sucks about that. Wendy V had a post about that the other day. Something about YouTube only notifies about 3 videos a day. Well, this is my first video today. Okay, y'all can hear me. Yeah, it don't want to share audio. I don't know why. I had share audio on, so it's weird. I'm going to have to run a test one day and figure out everything, about the audio. It should have just shared that right then. But it didn't. That's okay. Every one of my live streams have been messed up lately. It's so annoying. It really is. Did y'all see where a man at a Jack in the Box restaurant shoots a pregnant worker? He tried to rob her and she turned to run and he shot her in the back, but her and her baby are okay. Let me see where it was at. Hey, Tanya Nicole. Not the one. Oh, was that Booze Love? Not the one. How you been doing, Tanya? Yeah, they take a cut of super chats. Yeah, they take like 35-40% of every super chat. Which I know they give you like free rent space and stuff, but yeah, it's a little bit greedy. I think they do like the members stuff that way too. They take like 40% of it, pretty sure. So this happened in Houston, Texas. Pregnant woman shot during robbery at Jack in the Box restaurant. Um, I guess it's in a little place in Houston called Little York. Customer pulled a gun on a female employee, filling his order, demanding money. The employee turned to run away, but the gunman fired at her and she was shot in the backside. The suspect fled the scene in an unknown vehicle. The suspect appears to be in his 50s. Police are working to get a description of his vehicle. So they don't even know who did it. The pregnant worker and her unborn child are expected to survive. And anyone with information is urged to call the Houston Police Department. Thank God she's going to be okay. Thank goodness. Man, there's a lot of pedophiles in the news. Here's another one. I read this story this morning. Hold on, I'm going to look at my chat. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I wasn't using the Chrome tab. The reason my audio didn't share. That out. So here is a young Florida. Okay, so French was taken into custody on Friday when detectives executed a search warrant at his home and found evidence corroborating the allegations. He's old enough to know better than that. He's 21. Okay, so French was on probation after pleading guilty to 2 counts of child abuse in 2018. He had initially been charged with lewd or lascivious battery of a victim 12 to 16 years old in that case, but accepted the lesser charge in a plea deal. French has been charged with 11 counts of lewd and lascivious, I can't pronounce that word, battery of a victim 12 to 16 years old in the new case, along with a single count of violating his probation, and he is being held without bond. Investigators would have never known about this if the girls hadn't have told on him, and I'm glad that they did. He's abused children before. He abused a child, it said. What a sickos coming from Florida. I'm serious. The sound is evil again. I don't know what's wrong with it, guys. Let me get out of this. Oh, gosh. Okay. We need to set up another trivia day. Yes, I'm going to do that, Carolina girl. I'm going to set up a trivia. I was thinking about doing it Friday. We don't got like a lot of topics to discuss. I don't know what's wrong with my StreamYards. I mean, I never had this problem before until I got a laptop. I don't even know if y'all can hear me now. Let me see. Can you hear me?
I was thinking about doing.
Okay, now you can. Okay. Yeah, there's something is not right with this laptop. Or it doesn't want to do StreamYards. I don't know if it's because it's StreamYards by Google or something. I don't know. But it's not wanting to work right. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to set up a private stream and or maybe even as unlisted so I can use another device, try to figure out what's going on. It don't want to share audio. Um, it's messing up my audio. It's really pissing me off. Really bad. I can't stand that. I'd say back to the pedophiles. They just need to take all the pedophiles, put them on an island without any food or fresh water. Hearings are going to be busy this Friday. Well, it's just according to what kind of hearings it is, Beach Bum. Because I would like to play trivia. Cece, there are others having trouble with StreamYards. Mary, is it buffering on them and their audio messing up? Hey, Michelle P. If my laptop is not going to work with StreamYards and not stream right, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe switch back to my Chromebook. But it's making me like robotic and stuff, and I cannot be having that. Absolutely not. Let's see if we were going to talk about anything else. Oh, do y'all remember there was a reality TV show on that was called Sweetie Pies? Welcome to Sweetie Pies. It was about this lady, and she had a bake shop. She still got a bake shop, and her family works for her. It was like on the OWN network. Well, one of I guess it's her grandson, maybe it's her son, but he has been charged with, uh, hold on a minute, I'll read it. James Timothy Norman, the star of former OWN reality TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, was arrested Tuesday on federal charges stemming from the 2016 killing of his 18-year-old nephew. It says that Norman took out a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre Montgomery, and listed himself as the sole beneficiary. Norman, the son of Robbie Montgomery, the owner of beloved St. Louis soul food restaurant Sweetie Pies, is accused of contacting an exotic dancer named Tarika Ellis to arrange for Montgomery's killing. And so he was killed on March 14th, 2016. Okay, on March 13th, 2016, the day before Montgomery's murder, Norman flew to St. Louis, Missouri from his home in Los Angeles, California. On March 14th, 2016, Ellis and Norman communicated using burner phones activated that day. Ellis also used the temporary phone to communicate with Montgomery and learn his physical location. Immediately after learning Montgomery's location, Ellis placed a call to Norman On March 14, 2016, approximately at 8:02 p.m., Montgomery was killed by gunfire at 3964 Natural Bridge Avenue in the city of St. Louis. Ella's phone location information places her in the vicinity of the murder at the time of the homicide. So this Norman, he hired that Tarika Ellis to do the murder for him. This is shocking to me because I used to watch Welcome to Sweetie Pies all the time. Hey, Beth F. Good morning. Hold on. I think someone sent me something. I thought it was a news article. Hold on. Let me look. Um, Professor argues it should be legal for grown men to have sex with children. What? Someone just sent me this, guys. Thank you. Never lose hope. Just remember, these people teach our kids. A University of Texas at Austin professor Thomas Hubbard is pretty much a whack job. Have you ever heard about pediatric intimacy? Neither have we. You're about to learn more than you probably ever wanted to know about this phenomenon. Wow. So this professor thinks that it's okay to have sex with children. Are you freaking kidding me? He argues that it should be legal. And he teaches at the University of Texas at Austin, Thomas Hubbard. Wow, how disgusting. You need to be fired from your job. The only reason he thinks that should be legal is because he likes to do that sick crap. I sent that in Discord. See update, Professor Sue's student. Okay. I thought I saw you sent me something too, and then I couldn't find it, Carolina girl. Oh, that was you that sent me that, not Never Lose Hope. My bad. I thought it was her that sent it. My apologies. She sent me something about a woman holding a lighter to a baby. Woman burned her friend's baby with lighter, held it against face. So sick. An Indiana woman was arrested early on Saturday after she admitted to deliberately causing burns to the face and torso of a friend's baby. The burned baby had been left in the care of the Indiana woman while the mother was at work. That is so sick. Yeah, I saw she sent me something too, so I just clicked on it real quick, and I thought it came from her, Carolina girl. This StreamYards and my audio not working got me distracted and really annoyed me. I mean, you pay for these services, you buy a new laptop, and then it doesn't even want to work right. That is so frustrating. So, so frustrating. I cannot believe that professor. What is wrong with people? He just wants it legal so that he can do it. Sick mofo. I bet he's molested kids before. Probably. I wanted to look at this woman. Okay, so I'm going to screen share again. And let's see when I screen share if it messes up my audio. We're going to look at this sick woman who burnt the baby. I need to. There's something fishy about the whole thing. Not the one. I don't live far from where they found uh, Marilyn Carter. Oh, really? Not the one. What do you know about those shipping containers? That was that's on private land. Do you know who owns that land? So here's the woman that burnt the baby. I guess her butt's arrested. Let's read the full story. Hmm. See, it's just not wanting to work. Make sure I don't have a lot of tabs open. Okay, let's see what she's charged with. Amber Nicole Van Natter, 20. She held the baby down against a moving treadmill, causing burns to her torso and face. That's how she burned it. I thought she might have burned it with a cigarette or lighter. Oh, she's also accused of using a cigarette lighter to cause other burns on the infant's body too. Okay. Van Natter also, okay, hold on. So she's told the detective she abused the child because she was depressed and the baby was crying. And it says, you heard that right, depressed and the baby was crying. So the burned baby tragedy started when the Fort Wayne, Indiana woman went over to visit the child's mother on Friday. Sadly, the mother left her baby in Van Natter's care when she left for work about 3 p.m. that day. Then at 9:30 p.m. that night, the woman who amounted to the babysitter from hell drove the burned baby to the mother's workplace, saying that the infant was bleeding from her mouth. The horrified mother then rushed her baby to the hospital. Police were called to the hospital to investigate possible child abuse and spoke with the baby's mother, who said Van Natter had been caring for her child at her home while she went to work. You just cannot trust these people around your kids. Not only had the baby been badly burned while in the care of the Indiana woman, but she had suffered from a broken wrist and injuries to her mouth. When questioned by authorities about what in the world had gone wrong during the babysitting, Van Natter spun a lot of tales. But the Indiana cops pressed harder, and finally the woman admitted that she had burnt the baby due to being down in the dumps in the wake of an argument with her ex-boyfriend. It says you heard that right. She's got excuses, don't she? There's no excuse for doing this. Vexed by the baby's crime, the Indiana woman turned on the treadmill, she confessed, and held the child's face to the moving belt, causing friction burns. Next, Indiana authorities learned the woman burned the baby in multiple places by holding the lighter's flames to her arms and neck. She then placed the baby on the table, only to see the infant topple to the ground, causing injuries to her mouth on impact. I'm assuming that's how she broke her wrist. Crap. What happened here? I don't know what I just did to this. Let me get out of this for a sec. Can you believe that? That is sick. First, she was depressed. The baby wouldn't quit crying. And then it was she had a fight with her boyfriend. You sick bitch. Somebody needs to hold your head down to a moving belt like that. Can you imagine how that hurt? A moving treadmill belt as fast as they go. Well, my car got crushed by a tree. Let me take my anger out on her. I got lots to burn. Oh my God, Miss LP. Thank God you're okay. Hope you wasn't in the car. I always worry about this tree out here by my house falling because it's right next to it. These people are sick. How in the world could you inflict pain on something so innocent and helpless? On a baby, on a child, on a dog, an elderly person. I will never understand that. It takes some real evil to do that. So she's going to blame an infant, right, Cement Shoes? I agree. She's going to blame an infant because her life sucks. Maybe your life sucks, lady, because of you, because of the type of person that you are. When you put out bad karma, you're going to get bad karma back. Now, do bad things happen to good people? Sometimes we get bad karma and we've not done anything, right? But that's just the way life is. We get over it, we pull ourselves up off the ground, and we go on. We don't inflict pain on others because of it. Sick bitch. I like to hold her face over a blowtorch. If my kid won't quit crying, they go to the pediatrician. Well, the baby probably sensed that this was a bad person, and she probably didn't try to help the crying baby anyways. She just started abusing her. The kids will cry and stuff when, they don't feel safe. The baby probably didn't feel safe. She was just looking for an excuse. If it hadn't been that baby, it would have been another child or an animal. Did someone not tell her kids cry? Stupid bitch. She probably doesn't have any kids. It said she was only like 21, but that don't matter. She's got kids or not. She knows better than that right there. She just likes abusing things. Her man probably didn't want her, so she took it out on the baby. These mothers and fathers, you've got to quit trusting every Tom, Dick, and Harry with your baby. Now I sound like my granny. That's something she would say. You cannot trust just anyone around your kids. Even people you think you've known. Oh, they would never do that. You don't know what people are capable of. Do you really ever know anyone? No. My phone keeps going off. I had an East Idaho News alert. I was going to see if it was anything about Lori Vallow. I think she goes back in court like on the 26th or 27th. CC, I sent you a link regarding maps. Okay. How can you punish an infant? I don't know how anyone could punish an infant, just to be honest with you. Let me get in my email here. See what Juju said. Movement to normalize pedophilia. Are you freaking serious? Juju sent me this link. We gotta look at this before I get off here. Well, I don't know what this means. Factious within the LGBTQ plus movement are exerting enormous pressure to normalize pedophilia and destigmatize adult child sex. These people are sick. Everyone who wants to do this are sick. I don't know if I'm going to read this on here because it may be a little controversial. But this is sick. They're really trying to do this. I'm going to read this when I get off here. Trying to normalize adults molesting and raping kids. Are you freaking serious? I'll send it to you, Beach Bum. I'll send you the link to that and you can read it yourself. That is so sick. Jesus, what is wrong with people? Mm-mm-mm. That made me sick. The story that I just read you guys about the woman that admitted to burning the baby, well, that story was sent to me by Never Lose Hope through a news app. But Crime Online just put up an article about it, and they got it titled "Devil Woman Admits She Burns Friend's Infant with Lighter." Let's see. Have you seen this woman? Oh, so they're looking for a woman in Memphis who mowed down a man in Kroger parking lot over a parking spot. Let's look and see what this is saying. It's got a picture of her. Then I've got to be getting moving, get some things done around here. Mark's got Skylar out his mom. She's feeling 100% better. Yesterday I said, "It's back." While she was sick, she wasn't crying or anything to get her way. Oh gosh. Two women say football star raped them at LSU. It's got a picture of the Washington Redskins on here. We'll have to look at that before I get off here. It might be easier for me to go straight to the crime articles than putting them in Discord. That seems to be what's causing me problems. Okay, so here is the suspect. She mowed down a man in a Kroger parking lot. I'm telling you what, people get pissed off over the stupidest stuff and get violent. So it took place on the night of August 4th outside a Kroger store on Union Avenue in Memphis. Responding police reportedly found a man with severe leg injuries in the parking lot. The victim reportedly told police that two women were in a car that ran him over after a dispute over a parking spot. Can you imagine how they would react if you done something real bad to them? I mean, they mowed this man over a damn parking spot. Memphis police have released photos and a description of the women, including the clothes they were wearing that day, and have offered a cash reward up to $1,000 for information leading to an arrest. That's crazy. The driver of the car is described as a woman with braided hair, wearing a white or gray t-shirt and black pants. The passenger is described as a female, short in height, with medium-length, blown-out hair. She was reportedly wearing a maroon tracksuit on the day of the incident. The car appeared to be a white Chevy Impala or similar. In photos shared by police, the woman believed to be the driver of the car is wearing a shirt that has Memphis printed on it. So here they are. Nancy Grace would quit advertising her damn podcast like we don't know about it. So there is the car. God, I can't believe they ran over him over a parking spot. So anyone with information is urged to call Crime Stoppers at 910-528-CASH. You can submit a tip anonymously. Wow. Yeah, there's her t-shirt. It's got Memphis on it. They'll find them soon. People turn on their brother for $100. Heard that sheriff in Florida say that. The truth. Wow, that is so crazy. Okay. Let me get back to my chat here. There was a murder over a fight over dinner. Husband threw wife into the Utah River. Juju, I mentioned that yesterday on my stream. I said, can you imagine what he's like behind closed doors? I mean, this was out in front of everyone. He got mad over dinner plans and threw his wife into the river. I said he'd probably been abusing her for years if the truth's known. I don't know how long they've been together. What in the crap have I got on here? That's not what I wanted. I wanted the Crime Online one. I was going to see what it was saying about the Redskins, but I'll just look on my phone. I'm tired of filling this laptop. I may get rid of this crap if it's going to keep messing up my damn StreamYards. Let me just get on Crime Online. This is the last one I'm going to do. I just wanted to see what it was. Ex-Washington NFL player. 2 former Louisiana State University students say recently released Washington football team running back Darius Geis raped them just months apart in 2016 when Darius was a rising star freshman on the LSU football team. I think that's how you pronounce it, Geis. Okay, so USA Today investigation found the women's allegations were shared at the time with multiple people at the school, including at least 2 coaches, an athletics administrator, and a nurse. Yet the school does not appear to have investigated. No, because it was one of their star players. They didn't want to lose one of their star players. So they didn't care that this girl was raped. Allegedly raped. Um, let's see what else it says. As the holder of LSU's single game rushing record and number 5 on the Tigers' career rushing list, Darius was expected to be a first-round pick in the 2018 draft, but he fell to the end of the second round amid concerns about his maturity and accountability. Injuries have plagued his short professional career, and Washington cut him on August 7th following his arrest. The same day in Virginia on multiple domestic violence charges in a separate matter. Oh, so they let him go after he was charged with domestic violence. So his attorney has denied all allegations against him. He says at no time were allegations of physical or sexual assault brought against Darius during his years as a student athlete at LSU. His attorney, Mr. Greenspan, said in his statement. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say that he did it, but that is a little suspicious that this girl seems like she reported it just about as soon as it happened and they didn't take her serious. And probably the reason they didn't take her serious is because he was one of their star players. That's what it comes down to. They didn't want to lose one of their best players. So they was like, the hell with this girl. Let me see if this video plays, see what it says about him. It's not a bad looking guy. Now, of course, it's going to have a damn ad. Oh my gosh, this stuff kills me. Guys, I am so annoyed with my StreamYards. I cannot stand it. Maybe I get mad over dumb stuff, but I don't get violent. I just get annoyed. Let's see.
For the last several weeks, Kenny's actually been working on this since earlier this year on a story about recently released Washington football team running back Darius Geis. While Geis was at LSU, two women say that he raped them. The details of their stories are similar. Both women say that they were assaulted in their apartments after a heavy night of drinking. While neither woman reported the alleged assaults to the police at the time, both told friends and family members. One of the women has since joined a civil lawsuit against the NCAA in which she makes a similar claim, although Geis's name is not mentioned in the lawsuit. Kenny, why don't I let you take it from here and you can explain what you've learned?
Yeah, so our reporting found that the women's allegations were shared at the time with multiple people at LSU, including two coaches, an athletics administrator, and a nurse. Yet the complaints don't appear to have been fully investigated. There's a address the allegations and investigate what happened.
They didn't investigate.
It does not appear that those steps were taken in this case. We also found that one of the women, just the day before Darius Geis was arrested for domestic violence charges, was interviewed by an investigator for the Washington football team. And so the very next day after this interview, which lasted about 3.5 hours, Darius Geis was arrested in Virginia and released from the team. The team's statement at the time made no mention of any alleged sexual assaults.
We reached out to Darius Geis, LSU, the Washington football team, and the NFL. LSU said, quote, "It takes all accusations of sexual assault with the utmost seriousness. Formal complaints are promptly and fully investigated." The Washington football team said that it would have no comment beyond what it said after Geis was released. The NFL is still trying to decide whether Geis is in violation of its personal conduct policy in relation to the domestic violence charges that he faces in Virginia. Geis has denied wrongdoing in that case. And through his attorney, he has denied all of the women's accusations in our report.
You know something I'll never understand, guys, is these football players, they go to a good college, they get on an NFL team, and then they break the law. Like they have it all, just like, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Convicted of murder, hung himself in his cell. Y'all know who I'm talking about. God, I cannot think of his name. He played for the Patriots. But anyways, he had it all, and he threw it all away. It's like some of them, they make it big, and they're still involved in crime when they could be having a good life. I just don't understand it. Like the team should forfeit the rest of the year. Yeah, well, the Washington's changing their name. They're taking Redskins out of it because they say it's offensive to Native Americans. Hey, champ, welcome. Aaron Hernandez, thank you, Cement Shoes. I seen you said you was leaving. Have a good day. Thank you for telling me that was driving me crazy. Back to the rape story. I know someone, I'm not going to say how close of a family member they are, but I know someone who came home from work one night in a cab. She had took the cab from work to the babysitter's to pick up her kids. The cab dropped her off at home. She went into the house. She put her kids to bed. She had to carry them in asleep. She was coming back through her apartment, and a man came out of the little pantry room, a closet, and he raped her, and he broke her jaw. And he told her if she screamed, he would kill the girls, and he called them by their names. And he raped her, he beat her up, he left. Thank God he didn't do nothing to the girls. They never did find out who did that, guys. Like, I'm in a small community. She said his voice was familiar to her, but she never could place him. And I would say That wasn't his first victim. It wasn't his last. And he has never been caught to this day. So he's still probably in my community. He knew her. He knew the girls. He knew what time she would be home. They talked to the cab driver, investigated him and stuff. He was cleared. She was on that work program through the social services where she didn't have a vehicle, so they pay for a cab. He had dropped her off numerous times. Champ, if you will look in my description real quick, there is a link to the membership. I don't know if it'll work for an iPhone. Let me see if I still have the link. I don't know if I do. Yeah, I got the link. I got the link. There you go. There's the link. Yeah, we're going to start doing some member streams. I'm thinking about Wednesday nights for member streams and like on Saturday nights. Not every Saturday night, but like every other Saturday night and on Wednesdays. Diane's channel does this little thing with her members where they all meet on Google Hangouts and chat privately. I'm going to ask her if she minds if I borrow her idea to do it. Welcome, champ, to the membership. Thank you. I have to get on my phone and look at the chat to see which one you joined. StreamYards does not tell me, of course. Okay. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club, the coolest club on YouTube. I'm going to start saying that. Oh, that's okay, Lisa. The membership link is hard to find for mods to share it. Like, I have to go into my YouTube studio and copy the link. That's how I get it to put in my description. Thank you, champ. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're going to start doing some Wednesday night streams and some Saturday streams. Maybe some of y'all can just come up on panel and hang out and chat and play trivia and talk true crime. Cool Kids Club, how cute. Yeah, so I think CNET Shoes came up with that. Someone came up with that. Will 411 now. Someone, the Cool Kids Club. So I just went with it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. Is today Wednesday? I may try to do a member stream this evening. I was actually planned on doing one last night. I let my chickens out early and then went and put them up because I was going to do a stream and my Wi-Fi went out. I can't copy and paste on my phone like before. Oh, really? Your Patreon is great as well. Thank you, champ. I need to get better at Patreon. You know, I share a lot of crime in there, but I've just not had really a lot of privacy to do videos and stuff lately, like uploads, because my son is staying with me full time now. So, but I'm going to try to do some voiceovers and stuff. I guess I could do them on the porch when I find a quiet minute. There's not loudness going on outside. But anyhow, thank you, champ. I appreciate it. Hey, Carolina girl, welcome. Let me go back to my chat here, see what she joined. Welcome to Southern Charm. I need to come up with a catchphrase for Southern Charm. I could say, welcome to the nicest club on YouTube. Anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. I'm going to try to figure out what's wrong with my audio and StreamYards because it's annoying me so much. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that joins. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. And we're going to have fun in the membership. I'm just now figuring out all this stuff. And if y'all got any ideas for topics when we do our member stream or what we can do during the stream, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. I really am. But anyways, y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Oh, yeah. Please remember 411 now in your thoughts and prayers as he's lost his grandmother. He's gone, he flew out to the funeral and stuff with his family. Please remember Karen Duffy. She's a mod here. She's not been in the stream in a few days, and she's been real sick lately. So remember her. We're asking about you, Karen. We miss you. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I'm done rambling on.